Hello. The personal event that I'm going to talk to you about today is when we went to Missouri a couple weekends ago. It all started out one day my cousin sent me a message asking for mine and my mom's address. She told me she wanted to send me a wedding invitation. I said okay, so I gave her mine and my mom's address. So and then proceeded to ask her when her wedding was going to be so I could request the weekend off. So she told me the date, and the following day that I worked, I went and took and requested the weekend off so I could have that entire weekend off so we could go to her wedding. So me and my mom did some planning, and we planned that we would drive down on Friday night when my brother got off of work so we could travel together. I had to take my car and he had to take his truck because he had to drive back on Saturday night. Me and my mom decided we were going to stay up there till Sunday night, until Sunday afternoon, and drive home on Sunday evening. So we did all the planning, and then it came to that day. We waited till my brother got off and we left home. We left the house and we stopped and got fuel at the gas station. And when we got done at the gas station, we headed towards Missouri. Well, we stopped in Bloomfield to get some flashlights so we could have some flashlights because we traveled late at night. And in case one of us broke down, that way we'd have flashlights. We traveled together, following each other, so that way if one of us had trouble, we would be able to stop and help one another. Well, after we stopped in Bloomfield and got the flashlights, we crossed the Missouri border, and then we didn't stop till we got to Kirksville. We stopped in Kirksville at Long John Silver's to get something to eat because we were all hungry. And then we stopped and ate at Long John Silver's, and then when we got done eating at Long John Silver's, we got back on the road again. And then he said we had to stop somewhere and get my son some milk. So we stopped in Moberly and got some milk for my son because he won't drink regular milk. He'll only drink soy or almond milk. So after I stopped and got some milk for my son, we did not stop until we got to my aunt's house in Centralia. And then we all got there, got unloaded and everything, and got sleeping arrangements, and we all went to bed. And we woke up the next morning and we drove into Centralia to get something to eat for breakfast. We ate breakfast, then when we got done with breakfast, we went back to town. We left town and went back to the house, loaded the stuff up for the wedding, get ready for the wedding, headed to where the wedding was at, and then the wedding proceeded to start at 3 o'clock. When the wedding was done, the guys left the reception about 5 o'clock. And then me and Mom left shortly after that. When we got done with the wedding, we went into town to Walmart to get some stuff. And then when we got done at Walmart, we proceeded back to my aunt's house in Centralia. And then so when we got back, we got to visit with my aunt and uncle a little bit and spend some time with them. And then we relaxed until it was bedtime. We went to bed, and the next morning we woke up early, went to church, and then after church we had all my cousins come to my aunt's house, and we had leftovers from the reception because there was a whole bunch of leftovers. And then after my cousins left, me and my mom packed up and we said our goodbyes, hugs and kisses, and left. We proceeded to go back to town to Centralia so we could stop at the gas station so I could get gas and get some fuel and get some snacks and something to drink for on the ride home. And then we left. And then we headed home. We made it till Kirksville, and then we stopped and got something to eat. Then when we got done eating, we didn't stop until we got all the way home. In conclusion, I learned that you shouldn't just visit family on a special occasion. You should be able to see them as much as you can, whether they're in town, out of town, but just make sure you have them ready to go. I would have to say that yes, it's expensive to visit your family out of town, but it's worth it in the end. Thank you.